Hi guys, Mark from Burton Bibles here, back with another little video review of a real treat today. One of my favourite Bibles, if not my favourite Bible, certainly my favourite King James Version edition. I'm sure you all know what it is. It's the Cambridge Cameo Bible. Here's one that I have. This is one that I've recently picked up. This is the Cambridge Cameo in brown calfskin. And this is a binding which isn't particularly common at Cambridge, and it's certainly one that is worth taking a look at. I picked this up a few days ago and I've been absolutely loving reading. I've also been preaching from it, and it is a fantastic edition. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this to the desk and we're going to take a good look at this Cambridge Cameo and see why it's so good. So then guys, let's take a good look at this Cameo reference Bible. Quick word about the Cameo for those of you who are interested. This is an edition that goes back to the old letterpress style of printing. This is from the 1920s. The beauty of this Bible is it's very, very compact. I mean, we compare it to a Pit Minion and you will see that it has got an almost identical footprint, and it is just that little bit, about 1 1/8 inches, whereas the Pit Minion is about 1 inch. So it's got an extra 1/8 of an inch on the thickness. But apart from that, these are basically identical height and pretty much identical width. In fact, they are. It looks like it's identical height and width, just that little bit fatter in the Cameo. So it's certainly very, very compact, but it is beautifully readable, and that's why I love this Bible. Compact, but beautifully readable. The problem with the KJV Pit is that it's because it's the KJV, you really need to see it nice and clearly, and that's why I prefer the other translations, particularly the NLT and ESV and NKJV for the Pit Minion. But I would recommend this over the Pit Minion for KJV lovers out there. Let's have a look at this edition. There are some preaching notes that I had. I have preached from this Bible, and I can confirm it's very, very good to preach from. There's a very simple presentation page. You know I'm not a big fan of presentation page where it's all births, marriages, deaths, and all this sort of thing that goes on for pages, sometimes on horrible, shiny cardstock. This is just really beautifully plain and simple, matte finish. You could fill that in however you want, or get a stamp, whatever you wanted to do. Absolutely beautiful. As you can see, this is a lovely calfskin. The calfskin that Cambridge do is really nice. It's really supple. It's nice and it feels hard wearing, but also supple. It will wear in, I'm sure. We've got a very nice spine here and a nice grain to go with it. And this Bible looks different. It's got a nice pop to it. It's got some tooling marks around the perimeter there, and because of the contrast with the art gilt, I just find that this Bible pops really nicely. There is some marking on this gilt, but don't let that put you off. That's just my edition. So the contrast between the brown and the art gilt is really, really nice. I like these brown ribbons as well. It's just a different looking Bible from your usual black and gold kind of de facto Bible. So really do like the looks of it, and you will see that this is indeed a Youngblood presentation, printed and bound in the Netherlands, as the Pit Minions are as well, that we've looked at in a previous video. So just a beautiful Cameo 16MO refs. That's the page size and the typeface that we're talking about here. And this is the standard sort of sized Cameo. You can get a wide margin from Church Bible Publishers, and Cambridge themselves did do a wide margin, and I think you guys know all about that. That is my favourite Bible that I own. But you just look at this text, dual column, centre column references, and chapter and verse layout in a 8-point medieval Clarendon font. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely fantastic. So beautifully readable, I find that. Very bold, and just a nice size. Really nice size. Got some running headers across the top. No chapter introductions, so this is a fairly compact edition. There's no, additional stuff that takes up space in these columns. It's really nice like that. It does have the, I would have probably preferred it to have had the bold column references such as the Concord has, but you know, I'm nitpicking, I can live with that, and I don't particularly use them too much. This is a really nice compact Bible to take with you, for example, to church or to a Bible reading. If you didn't fancy taking a big Bible, but you still wanted a reference Bible, this is definitely one to look at. And to preach from, like I say, is really nice, because even at that sort of distance away from you, it is perfectly readable. Let's just get a close-up of this beautiful text. The paper in the Cameo is first class. This is luxury, fine Bible paper, such as found, for example, in the Pits or in the Concord. You know, all of Cambridge's high-value Bibles, the turquoise, all carry this beautiful paper. I'm not too sure what it is in terms of its GSM or in terms of where it's from. It feels, it's pretty thin, it's delicate. It's probably somewhere around, I don't know, 28, 26 GSM maybe, but it's beautiful, it's really nice. Sometimes you get a bit of page curl at the top when you've had, you know, warm hands on it, but that's to be expected in a Bible that's as finely produced on fine paper like this. Here's an example of the red letter. Again, it's very bold, but that's how it should be. Look at the contrast of colours here. I love this brown. And then we've got the salmon type colour. We've got the beautiful white opaque paper, and then we've got this red mixed with black. Just a beautiful, beautiful sight. So I do love this Bible. Wow, I'm just looking at it. I just want to start reading it. You can read. I think I've said this in another video before. What I find is that you can read it out loud, and it's as quick as reading it in your head, because the translation from reading it to speaking it is so seamless and easy that it's just a great Bible to preach from, you know, when you're reading out those references. In the back, you're going to get a concordance, which is this style of concordance. It's not the Reader's Companion like what you get in the Pitt Minion. This is a pretty exhaustive concordance, though. You can see that there's lots of references for these words, and it goes on for quite some space. You've got all of that there. And then you're going to have your Cambridge Bible maps. These are the old Bible Moody Institute maps, before anybody says, but nowadays you will get, in the Bible, you will get the maps like what you get in this one, which is the Cambridge Bible maps, which are better in my opinion. I do like the Moody maps, to be honest, but these are nice in the sense that they are deep, nice deep colours, and you still get 15, so you're not losing anything on the map count there. But just phenomenal. Love this Bible. Really top quality binding, nice and solid, lies flat anywhere, compact dimensions. Like I say, just there's the thickness comparison. According to Cambridge's brochure, this is 1 1/8 inch, 27 millimeters thick. This is the version without the Apocrypha. The Apocrypha would have another 1/8 of an inch on there, just so you know. But the Pitt is 1 inch, 24 millimeters, and the Cameo is 27 millimeters, 1 inch and 1/8. And we will just back that up because it does look a little bit thicker, I must admit. There we go. So this is probably the text block that they're measuring. Yeah, it's more like, with the cover, it's more like 1 1/4 inches, isn't it? Whereas the Pitt actually looks less than 1 inch. Wow. That's cool. So yeah, it's maybe not quite as close in the thickness stakes, but nevertheless, this is smaller than a Concord, personal size Concord. It's smaller than a Cameo. It's just not quite as slim as the Pitt Minion. So my recommendation is, if you want a slim, portable, compact KJV reference Bible, in particular from Cambridge, this is the one to go for. I love it, especially if you love a traditional Bible format like I do. Certainly one to look into. So I hope that you've found this little look at the Cambridge Cameo interesting. It's an awesome, awesome Bible. If ever you get a chance to get one, do get one and enjoy it. And I'll catch up with you guys on another video soon. Take care, God bless, and bye-bye.